as you can probably tell, I have a completely new setup. I didn't really change my camera angle too much, but I thought I'd try something new today. But in terms of the setup, I have a new mic on top of my camera, and then I have a new light over there. I'm using the, I think it's the Rode Video Mic, no, it's the Rode Video Micro, and an Aperture MC to light this right now, as well as some natural light coming from my window over here. And yeah, so that's my new setup, and with that aside, let's get to today's video. Today I'm going to go out and shoot with Luke. We are going to go to Stanley Park. If you're from Vancouver, you definitely know where Stanley Park is. If you're not, you can Google it, or you can just stick around and watch the video and see what Stanley Park is. We're going to be going to 2 locations there. I'm going to be doing some long exposures, some cityscapes, and some light trails. You'll see. I'm not going to talk about it too much. Let's just get straight to the video. So yeah, enjoy. Okay, so we have arrived at the first location. Luke is setting up his gimbal, and then we're gonna get some footage of him. And then I'm gonna go take some cityscapes. I'll take some day shots, some sunset shots, and some night shots, just so you guys can see my settings for all the different scenarios. And that's pretty much the plan. And yeah, I guess let's get to it. Luke is currently taking B-roll of some random Porsche with the gimbal. So we kind of just have to hope that the owner doesn't come back and ask us what we're doing, because yeah, it's basically what's happening. Welcome to the first person experience of what Luke is shooting. So Luke is shooting over there, and this is his phone, so it shows you what he's shooting. It's pretty interesting.
How's that?
Looks sick. Okay, so behind me here is essentially the cityscape that we'll be shooting. I took a couple day photos already, pretty basic setting. I think like 1/100th of a second, lowest possible ISO so you can get minimal grain, because I have a tripod. If you have a tripod, I recommend putting your ISO as low as possible. And then if it's a long exposure, make sure you have self timer on, so that way when you take the photo, there's no shake in the photo. I'll be doing that later at night when I get some long exposures here. But yeah, the photos were okay, not too bad, typical. But yeah, the photos were okay, not too bad, but I think I'm gonna wait till sunset and nighttime to get some more interesting dynamic photos. So I guess I'll just put some B-roll in here, and I'll see you guys when there's a sunset. So let's go. Hopefully there's a sunset. So sunset is over, and it wasn't really much of a sunset, but Luke got a sick time lapse. It's getting darker now. I'm going to show you guys how to take some night cityscapes once it gets completely dark. So I'll see you when it's fully dark. Okay, so we are here. We've moved a bit down the seawall so I can get a different angle. You don't get as much of the city, but it's a different angle, and I think it's good to switch up your angles. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty dark. I'm taking this landscape over here. I've zoomed in a bit so I can crop in a bit because some trees are over there and I don't want them to be in frame. My settings are 8 seconds, f8, ISO 100, and self timer of 2 seconds so I don't get any shake after pressing the button. And yeah, hopefully these photos turn out. That's basically the plan for this spot, and then we'll head over to the next location. Alright, so we're here at the second location. This is going to be our final location. You can see that the location is a bridge with a bunch of cars going down. It looks super sick as light trail photos. I'm going to be varying my focal lengths from as wide as possible to fully zoomed in, just trying different stuff. I'm going to make sure my ISO is as low as possible so there's no grain. I'm going to do a 15-second exposure, a 5-second exposure, and a 1-second exposure so I can get different lengths of light trails. And then I'm just going to adjust my aperture accordingly
to correctly expose for the image. So yeah, it's really loud, so I'm just gonna finish up with these images, and then I'm gonna head home, edit them, and show them to you guys. You can hear the helicopter. Oh my god. Literally the worst place for recording, but you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, so in total there was I think 4 photos that I really liked. The first one being this one right here. It is a portrait shot of the city. I just really like the composition and how there's lots of taller buildings in the middle of the frame, bringing your eye to the center. And then as well as I like obviously the sunset. There actually wasn't much of a sunset, and I edited it quite a bit in Lightroom. I'll show you the before and after. This is the before and this is the after. As you can see, pretty big difference. The next photo is of the seagull standing on a rock, and I just thought it looked cool, so I took a photo, as you can see here. And yeah, same sort of edit because it was the same time of day. So next photo. Okay, the next photo is of the city at night. As you can see, it is a long exposure because the water is nice and smooth. If you do a long exposure with water, because there's waves, it will smoothen out the water, and then the waves will look nice and like glassy, and it will reflect nicely from your lights in the cityscape. So yeah, I just thought that was a super cool photo. And next photo. Okay, so the next photo is from the second location we went to. There's not really too much you can do at that location. It's kind of just one straight on shot. The only thing you can change is your focal length and your shutter speed to get different length light trails. I got this photo. I think my shutter speed was about 30 seconds, and I was like 16 millimeters, which is 24 millimeters on full frame, because my camera is crop sensor. But yeah, that's that photo. So yeah, those are all the photos. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give Luke a follow on Instagram, and me as well if you liked this video or my photos. But yeah, if you did like the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and that's it. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.